a world full of mundane podcasts, one show rises from the ashes. Critics are calling it outrageous. Podcasts, as we know it, will never be the same again. Tonight, prepare for an epic journey where every step could be your last. The destination, a place where no maps can show. The mission, to rise above the rest. The danger, unimaginable. The reward, a shit ton of weed and laughs. It's going to blow your mind. This is 2B Bloods. So sit back, turn up the volume, grab your weed, get ready to light those bloods.
That's right! 2B Blood Podcast. We're back, episode 27. In studio, we have the Scott.
Woo, baby, I'm here.
We have Frank Knox.
Woo, woo.
And your host, the P to the double EZ. And we are back with a big episode here. Before you know it, we'll have a guest in studio. Coming all the way from Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
The home of ECW.
That's right.
Home of ECW, home of those cheesesteaks.
That's true. That's true. And he's going to be bringing a plethora of infused delicacies.
Ooh.
What we talking?
I don't know if I want to spill the beans. He gave me an exclusive. But one of the things, Frank, that I know you like, empanadas.
Hey, empanadas!
That's right.
Francisco Knox over here.
Empanadas. So we have all kinds of shit I guess he's got. We're going to talk to him about his career and his life as a cannabis chef. It's like Bong Appetit right here in the studio.
Sounds like a good time, man. I better order the Uber now, huh?
That's right. We don't have to order Domino's this week. We got the phone lines open, 860-384-7110. If you want to call in to the show, please do. Frank Knox has all the big NFL playoff news from the weekend. We got a lot to talk about with sports this week. I can't wait. As you see, I'm flossing.
Yeah, I know. He's got it on.
I'm flossing.
He's flossing, baby.
That's right. No settling with the Scott should be interesting this week as we're a week away from the Rumble.
I know, it's coming.
It's going to be crazy.
My favorite event of the year.
That's your
Favorite event.
I would have to agree. That's definitely one of my favorite events also.
So excited.
You know,
Best time of the year.
you know, Royal Rumble's the beginning of WrestleMania, you know, the road.
It is the road to WrestleMania. And it's also one of the biggest parties of the year. That's the Scott host.
Yes, that's right.
Scott, are we going to have the Rumble sheets this week? Or next week?
Next week. Next week I'll have the sheets ready. Maybe we'll even post them on the site if anybody else wants to get in on the action.
Yeah, we might as well post them on the social media. So let's get those sheets ready for next week. Give the audience a chance to participate and see if they could take down me, Peasy, or the Scott.
That's a good idea.
Oh, so the challenge out there.
So we throw the challenge out there. See, so what happens is the Scott puts out a sheet for everybody who comes to the party.
That's right. So it's all the different things that can happen in a Royal Rumble. So you get 3 choices for every category. So like, for example, the first question I think will be like, who's going to win? So you get 3 choices. If your first choice is right, you get 5 points. If your second choice is right, you get 3 points. If your third choice is right, you get 1 point.
An example of a question would be...
Well, that was one question, like who would win. But then you can have who will be eliminated last. Same thing.
Right.
You get
Who's
to choose your
number
3.
one?
Who's number 1? Although we know who number 1 is this year.
Surprise
so I'm gonna have to make
entrance.
question number 2. Surprise entrance. Who do you think will be number 30? Who will have the most eliminations? Who will last the longest? Who will last the shortest? And then there's probably some bonus questions on top of there. Like I could ask a random question. Maybe it'll be worth like, who knows, maybe 10 points to say how many suplexes does Brock Lesnar deliver in the Royal Rumble match?
Really?
Something crazy, you know? So we'll have to wait and see when I get it all
And we
done
will
with,
have
but-
those for both the men and women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's right, man.
All right.
Ever since they started doing 2 Royal Rumbles, it's the extra sheets, man.
So you're telling me I got to get there even earlier now. So you're going to tell me
Well,
again.
luckily, we're going to have them up next week, so we'll be able to, make ours at
you
home.
could do it by hand, but I would say like you got to have it prepared. If you're not at my house by 7 o'clock, then I would say have it texted or whatever. But you got to have your final answers in by 7 because it could be the first match on the card.
Ideally, Scott, what I'd like to see happen, Frank might agree with me, is I'd like to have the sheets here for next week.
I thought we've already established that.
We just said that. I'll make sure they're here next week.
There's
You're
an
gonna have them in
open
studio.
challenge to the audience to take down me, Peasy, or the Scott.
Listen, I don't ever come close to winning.
If someone else wins, we're not going to put them on air. But, we're going to have the audience try to beat us. More importantly, the Scott.
I want to talk more about the Scots because there's one piece that I like about this that we haven't discussed yet. But before we go any further, because we're talking now, and I got this sitting in front of me, and that's a loaded King Palm.
Ooh, baby.
How can we delay this?
I don't know.
Because we're a little nervous about all the infused edibles we're going to be eating soon.
Well, I mean, we're also talking the Royal Rumble, and it's a good topic because it's really one of the biggest events for us of the year, and there's money on the line. So before we go any further, I'm going to ask the two of you, are you ready?
Oh, we're ready.
I'm ready, man.
I said, are you ready?
Let's get ready to light that blunt.
Then, for the 3 of us in this podcast studio, and the hundreds listening at home or watching live on the Facebook stream. Ooh, let's get ready to smoke it. Tell him, Frank.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Smoke it. That's right. The King Palm is loaded. This might be just what the doctor ordered today. After a long, shitty day, what's going to top it off than the loaded King Palm? That's right. And for anyone wondering, inside this King Palm today, special strain,
What we got?
Platinum Jack's Cookies. That's right.
We've had Platinum Kush before. It's got to be a variation off that, huh?
This is a Jack Herrera mix with Platinum Cookies, which is also a hybrid of Platinum Kush and Girl Scout cookies. Yes.
Speaking of Girl Scout cookies, that time of year again, folks.
That's
I
right.
know.
Get your boxes in.
I think I already placed an order.
Smells like cherry and lime candy, so they say, with a dense resinous buds that are light green in color. The sativa, which is dangerous, produces a very giggly, alert, and euphoric high with a general uplifting feeling.
You and sativas, I don't know. We better get the doctor on speed dial.
If I end up with a panic attack in 20 minutes, you know what to do. I wish I had one of those lifeline gimmicks.
Unfortunately, man, I don't know what to do. Do you want me to call 911?
I got medicine upstairs for this.
right.
Everything goes to shit.
Right.
Scott, what are we drinking this week? What is the beer of the week? Because
right.
I left you hanging last week.
That's all right. The beer of the week in Peasy. I know you're all about this one. So it comes from Alvarium. It's a relatively local brewery over in New Britain, Connecticut. And they have one that they're known for. It's called Cluster Nutter. This is a variant. And this is actually, if you're watching on Facebook Live, this is a first ever crowler I've ever purchased. So it's a quart of a beer in a can. And this is, it smells delicious. This is a salted chocolate peanut butter pretzel stout. And it is delicious. I think I like the our original a little bit more. It might be a little bit better on tap, but this is absolutely phenomenal.
Peasy, you're drinking it. What do you think?
6.9%er.
Okay. So I had the Cluster Nutter,
Yep.
The OG.
the OG, which you remember from right before Christmas.
Right.
Super good.
I had
This
that.
one, it's still good, but I honestly am not a big pretzel fan.
I love pretzels.
I hate pretzels.
My mom loves pretzels. She's obsessed with them.
Okay, let me actually clarify. I don't not like pretzels. I don't like the hard pretzels that come in a bag to eat. I like soft baked pretzels. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Dripped in butter with
like
nacho cheese,
with a little
sauce.
beer cheese on the side.
The Bavarian giant
Wetzel pretzels
that comes on a hook.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't even get the little pretzel bites you get at the mall. I don't give a shit.
I love those. Those are buttery deliciousness.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So, I actually don't mind it. But I prefer the one without the pretzel. That's my only complaint. Because I feel like I could taste it, and it tastes like the crunchy pretzels.
I'll tell you though, out of all the peanut butter flavored like stout beers I've had, this one though is the best. Like this brand, the Cluster Nutter like family.
Let me get back to the Royal Rumble because there's a piece of that. There's a piece of the Rumble that we didn't talk about, and that is when the Scott busts out his lottery ball wheel.
Oh yeah,
that thing is rigged.
That's a separate side bet thing.
It's broke.
It's like a miniature. It's really a bingo cage. Is what it is. But it's like a mini like Royal Rumble tumbler, and basically it's a bingo cage, and the bingo goes up to I think like 65 or 70, something like that. So I basically like take out all the numbers that are after 30. So there's 1 through 30 in there, and then for both Rumbles, I spin it, and then like for like $2 a ball, you get to pick.
$2 this year. I thought it was $1.
I might have been one because since it's been 2 Rumbles now, it's like people come over, everybody doesn't want to spend too much money, so we're a bunch of cheap bastards. But
this is true. We are a bunch of cheap bastards.
So you draw your numbers, and basically it comes down to it'll be like two numbers will end up winning. Like one number will get basically like 75% of the pot if that number entrant wins the Royal Rumble, and then whoever's the last eliminated, whoever that number was, they'll get like the other 25% whatever for that Rumble, and it's double because it's both Rumbles. So. It's
a question for you. After the Rumble's over, do you return the bingo balls and use it as bingo on non-Rumble season?
No, dude, it just like stays in like my laundry closet room all year long, and then just comes out in January.
So you only bust it out once a year, and it's for the Rumble party.
That's right, man.
See, I didn't know that.
Or sometimes
I thought he was playing bingo on the side.
I mean, if
he's running his own bingo league from his house.
The bingo hall. And
Scott's going to be live on Facebook next week.
It doesn't happen. It only comes out again if there's like say a greatest Royal Rumble.
How can we use that thing for the show? That'd be sick.
That is a good idea. We gotta think of something.
We gotta think of something to bring in the ball.
We'll have to think of something if anybody's listening's got any ideas.
We're gonna have to take out some balls because I figure the only thing we could use it for is to do something times that quantity.
Very well could be. But what would we do? That's a good point. Or we can
make up 30 gimmicks and we each have to do one. It'll be like the roll of death. So we each make up 10 gimmicks. Like, you have to dress in a pirate uniform for one podcast.
What?
Within next
so
6
if you
months.
draw number 7, you have to dress.
But you have 6 months to do it. So there'll be these side bets we'll have to make.
Maybe this is what we use for when the Scott actually gets stumped. So when the Scott gets stumped and he loses, she's got to spin the wheel. To see what the punishment's gonna be.
20 slaps in the face.
I don't think I like this idea.
I don't know. I think this is actually a good idea.
10 no stick shots to the back.
That wouldn't be that extreme. It wouldn't be that extreme, but that's not a terrible idea. I mean, if we do 15 balls and each number coincides with a punishment, whether it's wearing a dunce hat for the week or taking chops from Frank Knox like we did for the King of the Ring.
My only gripe with that is what would be his reward when he won every week.
Yeah, he's able to. He's not going to go home and fucking cry himself to sleep.
That is true.
Let's be honest here. Every time he's lost, the guy's bummed out for 48 hours.
Yeah, anytime he's lost, he's Googled the question. Ask the question. You sure, man? He always tries to do.
Then it gets to the point I have to
research.
Then I have to call some counselor or something to help me through the situation. But I make it through though.
Wow. I mean, I don't know, dude. There's been times where you've texted us in our podcast group chat and been super fucking depressed.
That was the first time because it just kind of came out of nowhere.
The first time,
and I was like,
with the Al Snow.
The first time I got stumped, and I was like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me, guys.
Well, you know, in defense of you, you're getting some very bizarre questions of like Deep South wrestling and NWA.
Oh, there it is. Holy shit. All right. Oh, man. We got all kinds of shit going on here.
Wow, our special guests are here.
Our special
They've
guest
arrived.
is here. Damn, bro. I didn't know you were coming in with full trays.
Oh, dude, I told you guys I'm bringing you guys some food.
Wow, what?
Jeez. All right.
Ah, man, Scott, help him clear off the
let me
table.
make some room.
Put the jars and the bongs on the shelf. It just showed up right here live from Philadelphia.
Yeah, he's here.
ECW original.
I wonder if he's from West Philadelphia, born and raised.
I don't know. Boy, I don't know. Is he from West Philadelphia, born and raised? I don't know. You might have to ask him. He's not born and raised there. From Wallingford.
Wallingford, Connecticut.
That's right. We'll talk more about that.
Putting CT on the map down in Philly.
This guy's got. Look at this. Look at this.
I mean, I wish the audience could see. I wish we were, had cameras.
We do. And Scott could take the
Scott,
camera.
work the camera. Work the camera, Scott.
All right, I guess I gotta move the whole thing.
Look, they're gonna stop right there. What you're looking at are trays of infused foods here. All right. Bring it back, Scott. Bring it back more. Stop it right there. You're good. A little more, bro. There you go. All right, you're good. That's fine. Let's go on the podcast. It's getting nuts here.
It's a good time for a commercial break.
There's only 2 stoners, right?
That's also true. You got a good point. I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to
Introduce our guests.
introduce the guests.
See what we got to eat.
Listen, I'm afraid to even know what's going to be inside these things, bro. After looking at this, I'm nervous. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to our guest chef, Goof. Sorry, I said Goop. Goof's already hit the blunt, so you know what's going down. It's going to be dangerous. And then we're going to talk to news, sports. We're going to know stuff with the Scott. And we're going to go in depth right here on the 2B Blunt podcast.
All while PZ wears his Titans shirt today. Go Titans.
That's right, 2B Blunt Podcast. We are back.
We back, baby. We back.
I got a little crazy in here for a second. Our special guest right here, Chef Goof in the building. Let me turn your mic up. What's up? Say what up, man.
What's up? What's up? How's it going?
All right. Holy shit, man. Let's make sure he's all good to go.
We got the red solo cups. Oh no.
Yes.
The solo cups.
So we got some THC syrup in that.
This is some syrup.
The rest are for YouTube. Yeah, so it's like a simple syrup. So it's pretty much just like really sweet. So we just mix it with some tea. And
is it like weed lean?
yeah, I guess I put it in a little bottle to make it look like it's weed lean, just to kind of market it. But it's a simple syrup. That's all it is.
Wow. So he got syrup in the cup. We got mixed in here with a little sweet tea.
Yeah,
Some
it's
Lil
good.
Wayne shit.
I know it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a thicker syrup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
nice thick.
It almost makes it like a nectar,
I wanted to
It's
get
like a
the
sweet southern tea, bro. Is what the first thing.
but
I
it's
thought
like thick like a nectar though.
of. Green sweet tea.
It's Scott. The Scott no smoke, bro.
You want a sip, bro?
I mean,
You can take a sip. Yeah, you can
these
do
guys
a
have
shot.
like outed where I work, in the real world. But maybe off camera I'll take something. I don't know.
When you do that, Scott, you're not supposed to say it first.
Well, I'll see. I may or may not. So they can't prove anything, right? If anybody's watching that doesn't like me.
Damn. So Chef Goofy brought a whole plethora of food for us to try, which is gonna be insane. So
guys are
throughout
gonna
the
get
show, you're
high.
probably gonna see us eating as we're going.
You're gonna eat. You're gonna feel full. You're gonna get high.
You want to tell the people listening or watching online like what exactly you brought?
I brought some beef and cheese empanadas that's infused. I got some pie filling that's made with like strawberries, blueberries, and some blackberries. It's also infused. I brought some goldfish, I believe, some Smart Food popcorn, some flaming hot Cheetos, and a couple cereal bars for you guys to try out.
Holy
today.
shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
We smoke good, we eat good.
And
We
that's,
smoke good, we eat good.
that is your motto. That is the motto. Exactly. You smoke
Exactly.
good, you eat good. So,
I'm
what
nervous,
would you
man,
say?
nervous. It's a deep lineup.
I know, and I'm wondering if we should try one thing now. Well,
You guys
before
wanna
we
get-
before I go
because-
further into the show,
The beef and cheese empanadas. You want to start?
Yeah, we'll try those. 'cause
I'll try an empanada.
We want to be able
Yeah.
to let you know, how we
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah,
about
by the
it,
end of the
by
show,
end.
I wanna
And I'm
be
not gonna
like,
lie,
listen.
like I made them a little while ago, so they might be like a little. They're not gonna be like as fresh, but like what I mean.
I'll
We're
give a
driving
shit.
around, getting pulled
It's
over
all
by the
good,
cops
man.
and
Yeah.
shit.
Wow, you got pulled over by the cops on your way
Dude,
here?
it was like wild. We pulled out, and we're like, the minute he pulled out right behind us, we're like, oh, we're getting pulled over. So of course he does. He comes up and he's like, he's giving us, all the shit that we don't have a registered car and whatnot. And then
well, I mean, it's true. This motherfucker got late, yo.
Meanwhile, like he pulls up and I have 3 trays of food on my lap, and I'm like, wow, this all has weed in this. Like they're like,
Wow.
you fucking cop.
So we got beef and cheese empanadas right here
Yes.
on a 2B podcast that are infused.
It's a great empanada, man. I mean, flavor, on point.
Holy shit.
It smells really good.
Wow.
Dude, they stood crunchy. I'm so fucking pumped that stayed crunchy. That's dope.
Wow.
That's awesome. I'm so happy about this.
Yo.
Wow.
Is that good?
Holy.
Oh, like delicious. Yes, we like.
It's amazing.
So far, so good.
If this is the first that we're starting with, we're in trouble. I shouldn't be doing this on air. I'm just like mumbling through it now. I'm going to take one more solid bite.
Everybody's like hearing nom nom
Yeah.
nom nom.
Hey, that's all they're hearing right now.
We're eating.
Listen to
we're drinking.
PZ.
Wow.
Tonight on Peasy Eating, 7 p.m.
Bro.
It's Bong Appetit, featuring Peasy.
Right.
Chef Goof,
Bro.
your host, Peasy.
Terry, what the
It
fuck?
is beefy. It is cheesy.
Yep.
It's delicious.
It's literally everything I could want in an empanada. And you
my
don't taste.
specialty.
You don't
That's what-
taste shit, bro.
That's what the logo is. Me smoking, eating an empanada. It's pretty much my thing.
Are the empanadas like your signature
It's
item?
the reason why I came up with it is I was doing events out on the West Coast, and I just wanted to do like a street food and just do like I wasn't even doing like anything infused. I was just like I just want to work at weed events and just sell food. I want it to be street. I want it to be easy for them to walk around and get their shit. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm Puerto Rican. You have to do something Spanish. You know what I mean? Something Hispanic. Like
So you went with the
Empanadas.
I mean, it makes fucking sense.
I started filling it with mad shit. And then I was like, well, I got to get high at the same time. So let's see what we can do here.
Well, I mean,
it's delicious. I can't stop eating it.
I know. Well, that's trouble,
I'm
though.
in big trouble.
That's a big trouble. At least you can eat yours while we get into the news, which we're going to have to start with, because if I don't do the news now, we're fucked. In a half hour, we're going to be useless, bro.
I know. If I thought you guys were already like high by hour number 2, like, I don't know what I'm in for tonight.
Well, I don't fucking know what we're in for, too. So before we go further, let's get into a little news, yo. Right here in the 2B Blood newsroom, when it comes to the best of the world news and sports, right here, you get it live on 2B Blood. And our first headline comes to us from Dunedin, New Zealand. That's right. A man was on vacation in Asia for a month last July and August, and his daughter helped him with rent his home out to a few women through Airbnb. For the first couple of weeks, neighbors saw many men coming in and out. They were starting to wondering what's going on. Next thing you know, they got to call a fucking plumber. The electricity's up to $600 a month. The guy doesn't know what the hell's going on, right? These two women staying at his house. He's got no clue. And what happens? They find out that they were using the Airbnb as a brothel.
Oh, wow. Wow, they should have got a fucking Ring doorbell, right? Then everyone could have watched the porn going on inside that house.
Dude, I'm talking. Can you imagine? You rent out your home to two people?
Hey, he probably would have been selling the videos on Pornhub for a profit.
Dude, it's just, I mean, you got a plumber. Like, the guy found out that they had to call a plumber because there was some kind of pipe leaks, right? I wonder if the guy had to go and lay some pipe.
I was just
while he was there.
Pipe layers of America right there.
That's right. So the guy had to complain to Airbnb, and they decided they were going to reimburse it. $500 for 20 hours worth of cleaning that needed to be done to the house, because it's probably full of stains and nastiness. Oh,
sex juices all over the walls, carpets, everywhere.
$70 for missing bath towels, $200 for a plumber, $800 for an electrician. I mean, they offered to get him counseling and a security system. I mean, that's nice customer service, But I don't know, 20 hours is even enough cleaning for that. You rent your house out for a month? 2 months?
Oh, wow. Here comes a joint.
What the hell is that?
It's a smoking.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. Our next headline comes from... Oh, God, I can't even talk, bro. I can't even fucking talk already. What a fucking mess. We're coming from overseas right here in Ukraine, where a man awoke to find his wife had placed a metal chastity nut on his penis while he slept.
What the fuck?
That's right. That's what I said. The unnamed man in his 40s woke up in pain and, found out when he realized where the pain was coming from, that the lady had put a metal nut over his penis. Can you believe that?
I mean, no, and I don't even. I can't even.
I don't even want to think about that.
No, it gets worse. The man had to get taken to the hospital because now he's like, "How am I gonna get this damn thing off?" Right? He didn't have the proper tools, so neither did the hospital. So they call an EMT rescue crew who had to cut the choker off with a grinder saw.
What the?
Bro,
damn, dude.
With a grinder saw. I just. I can't imagine.
She was able to get it on him while he was sleeping.
Oh yeah, she found out he was cheating on her.
She put a metal nut on his shit.
That's like that Lorena Bobbitt.
Damn, wow.
Type shit.
That's the hardest nut to break too. The metal nut.
I mean, can you imagine? If they come in with a grinder saw and they're saying we have to put this near your shit.
I mean,
if she got it,
can you imagine just sitting there and sparks start flying?
Love is in the air, baby. The sparks are flying.
Oh, dude, I don't know. That was a rough one, if you ask me. But we got some more stuff right here coming to us live from Walmart.
Uh-oh.
Scott's gonna love this. of, an employee of Walmart, which we call out every fucking episode.
Walmart Scott.
A woman made a bomb out of stuff she found at Walmart was the headline. And I couldn't believe it. So they're saying a Florida woman. Of course, it's fucking Florida.
Of course it is.
That's where all the bullshit happens.
It's a Florida woman this time, though.
Yeah, well,
it's not
whatever.
a Florida man.
Florida woman arrested for allegedly making a bomb inside a Tampa Walmart. So Emily Stallard, 37, was in the store with her child, which is the most fucked up part. She got her kid there.
Wait, she made it inside the Walmart?
She walked in empty-handed.
She started building it in the carriage, probably.
A security guard noticed her wandering aimlessly through the aisles for more than an hour, opening odd items such as nails, a mason jar, denatured alcohol. The security guard began watching her closely and alerted an off-duty police officer. The two men were able to stop Stallard right before she lit a wick. Yeah, she made a bomb in the store using items she found in the store.
With her daughter.
That's
the more fucked
Teach
up.
them young, you gotta.
I mean, if she wanted to know what she got to do, she could have had her kid look up, the instructions on the internet instead of just walking aimlessly around the store for a few hours looking real hot.
Scott, is there a list of ingredients that make bombs given to the Walmart employees to alert them?
I mean, I guess there is somewhere in the store, apparently, if this lady was able to figure something out.
Oh, yeah. You go right through Walmart. I saw a bomb at Walmart the other day. $2 in the fucking bin. X-Men Dark Phoenix. You want to talk about a bomb? That shit bombed. The next headline comes to us out of Texas. This guy comes here with Infused Foods. You want to talk about some fucked up foods? Texas is about to have the Testicle Festival.
Oh, fuck yeah, nuts in my mouth. Oh shit.
That's right. Happening this Saturday in Bankersmith Hall in the town of Fredericksburg. Testicles from calves, lambs, roosters, turkeys, and other animals are apparently considered delicacies down there. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not eating any nuts.
I've heard about
I don't even like fucking peanuts, bro.
Rocky Mountain oysters. It's like a big thing in like Colorado. It's like bull testicles or some shit.
Well, who the fuck would do that?
I don't know. I never had them. I know I said nuts in my mouth, but I never had them.
Sounds like something you'd eat on Fear Factor or something.
Yeah, I remember seeing things like that. Yeah, for $1 million. Will you eat these rat testicles?
I mean, can you order just one, or do they come in pairs? You have to have two. That's a question. It's like
I guess it depends if the animal had testicular cancer. I mean,
you gotta be nuts to be running a testicle festival.
Oh,
all right?
Boy.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That's right. Oh, the last headline. This is one blew me away. All right. Gwyneth Paltrow, famous for a lot of movies, including Avengers.
Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man's woman. 47-year-old actress and a lifestyle entrepreneur found another way to shock the world with the sale of a vagina-scented candle in her store.
Hell yeah.
Called the Goop Store, which is where I got fucked up and I said Goop with this guy because I was reading this fucking thing.
Yeah.
The candle, provocatively named "This Smells Like My Vagina," no lie, will run customers a cool $75 and boasts a fragrance packed with geranium, citrusy, bergamot, and cedar. I don't know if I said that right. And this is the craziest part, right? It says this candle started as a joke between perfumer Douglas Little and Gwyneth Paltrow. They were working on a fragrance and she blurted out, "This one smells like my vagina." And they decided to roll with it. And apparently now it's currently sold out.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Sold out.
It's her vagina.
Can you believe it?
Shit's fire.
Wow.
Sold out.
Sold out.
So
that many people want to smell her pussy.
Yes.
I know one person that does. And that's Tony Stark.
Well, that's it for news headlines. Let's go into sports with Frank Knox.
When it comes to sports, there's only one man for the job. The best analysis in the game right here from the 2B Blood Newsroom. It's Frank Knox.
And Frank Knox is here to bring you the hottest news of the week. As you heard, 3 managers have now been fired due to the Astros sign pitch calling scandal.
This is huge news.
Huge. And today, Carlos Beltran was released from the Mets after he was just signed to a long-term deal to coach his first team.
What?
He was involved as a player along with manager A.J. Hinch, and now Red Sox manager Alex Cora, who both have been fired due to this scandal. And keep in mind, the Astros and Red Sox have been dominating the Dodgers year after year in the World Series, and they've been cheating by banging on trash cans to do so.
Oh, no.
So the whole baseball world is in uproar. I mean, to me, this is worse than taking steroids, because at least back then, everyone was doing it.
I mean, you got a point.
Yeah. And as I previewed on Monday night, not only was The Bachelor on, but the NCAA championship game was on, and LSU pulled it off. They won in grand fashion, dominated the second half, won the game 42-25. But for me, the reason why is in the third quarter, the staple of the Clemson defense, Jake Solowski, the linebacker and captain, was ejected from the game from targeting. And this guy is the legit only real threat on Clemson's defense. And he was taken out of the game for targeting, and he was thrown out. And at that point, Joe Burrow and LSU gained control and skated to victory easily. But man, you know, we got to go back to Sunday, because how about the Tennessee Titans, PZ?
That's right,
Derrick
baby.
Henry.
Woo!
Now they ran into Baltimore. The whole crew,
The whole
including
team.
Tannehill and Vrabel,
That's right.
and they locked out Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
That shit was crazy.
Beat them.
They
Nobody
had them
knew what was
locked in
happening.
the whole
Locked.
game.
Nobody.
28-12.
Nobody saw that.
They won
And not just by a little, by a lot.
by a lot.
By
They
a lot.
dominated them.
That's right.
Derrick Henry, 203 all-purpose
He's
yards,
a manimal.
and he
Like,
threw
man,
for a touchdown. Like he was Tim Tebow
That's
with
right.
the jump pass.
That's right.
You know?
Woo!
Who
Titans
made
are
it-
on fire
Kobe.
right
Yeah.
now.
The
Kobe.
Titans are on fire.
That's right. You know what happens next week.
But they're going to Kansas City.
That's right.
Kansas City was down 24 points at home, but they prevailed. They beat the Texans. They ran out of fireworks because they scored too many touchdowns. That offense is the fastest I've seen all year.
I don't care.
You got Harmon, Hill, McCoy, Mahomes. I mean, Kelsey. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. I don't even know they have Sammy Watkins.
We shut down the Patriots. We shut down the Ravens. And we're coming to Kansas City. And we're shutting down the Chiefs.
Not this year.
Just like we did when we discovered America.
Wow. Wow, and you're not right. You are right on that. I'm sorry. That's not right.
That's not
But anyways, moving over to the NFC, we had the Niners win in easy fashion.
Those are my boys.
They eliminated
Go.
Delvin Cook,
Let's go.
6 carries, 18 yards, something like that.
They know what
I
time
mean,
it is.
if you're going to hold the best player that played in football, at least in fantasy football this year, Delvin Cook, one of running back, that's their whole game. Vikings have nothing else besides the run first to open up the pass, and it didn't happen because the front line of the Niners are just too dominant. They've proved it all year.
Damn.
So they're going to be playing the Packers, and I think the Niners are going to prevail at home. The Chiefs are going to prevail at home, and we're going to see Chiefs-Niners in the Super Bowl in Miami, where I'll be there that weekend partying and enjoying the game.
That's right. We're going to be
Nas is
live.
gonna be living it up down there, huh?
That's right. You're going to be live from Miami, baby.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to end on this note because this is what I discovered last night that there was an Aaron Hernandez documentary. I don't know if you guys heard about it on Netflix.
What?
A 3-part docuseries called like The Killer Inside, The Mind of Aaron
That's
Hernandez.
interesting. I saw a commercial for it. It's
And they
kinda-
broke down his childhood through his whole life and like
He lived like right near
he
us,
lived
right?
Connecticut's
Bristol, Connecticut,
home,
which is like
Bristol
20 minutes
Central.
away.
I mean, this kid was a beast.
I remember like Max Preps in high school. I remember
Yeah.
seeing him on like Max Preps as one of his top tight end.
This kid was a beast.
I'm also a Gator fan, so I knew about it.
Florida
Like that,
Gators,
yeah.
Tim Tebow, they chronicled that, how he was shooting dudes everywhere he went, just
Come on.
acting out, and no one really stepped in and did anything for him. But I
Really?
don't know, it was a weird angle. They worked like his whole gay life into it, and it having problems with his sexuality. And it was a very interesting take. If you guys haven't seen it, you like murder docs, you like sports.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I definitely checked it out, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
I gotta check it out. That sounds like it'd be something good.
So it's a 3-part right now. It's just what part one's aired or all of
it's just all there, all 3 episodes.
So you're gonna binge watch it.
Yeah, it's a one-time shebang.
Damn.
One-time shebang.
Look at this room right now.
Smoked out.
I know it's very hazy up in here.
So I mean, who do you guys coming out? I mean, we know you got Tennessee going to the Super Bowl, but who do you got coming? Packers, Seahawks. Who are the Titans playing?
Your lady's a Packers fan,
that's right. It's got to be Packers.
Oh, wow, that would be a Super Bowl for the ages.
Packers for the Titans.
Yeah, the household will be divided for sure. I wonder which way Ben and Harvey will turn. They'll be the deciding factors. Scott, who do you got?
If that happens, I mean, I'm
asking you, who do you got overall?
I think it's going to be Niners.
Niners versus who?
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of want the Titans to make it in there.
Titans. All right. So who do you got?
I'm gonna have to go Niners Titans.
Niners Titans. All right. So I'm Niners Chiefs. I'm the only one with a unique pick here. Anyone else out there wants to call in and give us your Super Bowl predictions after these championship games? Hit us up, 860-384-7110.
That's right. Frank Knox with sports.
That's it. Yes, sir.
Let's get into a little no selling with the Scott. And now, bringing you the best and worst of pro wrestling today. The smartest mark in the building. He is the Scott.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, No Selling with the Scott is back. So, let's get into it. What was lit and what was the shits for the week in wrestling. So,
Wrestling.
I'm going to start off with what's lit. We already know that Raw is just the shits, right? It's terrible every single week. But if there was one shining light that came out of Raw this past week, it was R-Truth. I mean, his segment with Brock Lesnar.
That's exactly when I tuned in, actually.
Was amazing. It was hilarious. And, like, if you're someone out there that takes that 24/7 title, like, too seriously, then you're making a mistake. Because it is only meant to be a comedy title, and that's what it is. And R-Truth is just absolutely hilarious. It's great. It gives Brock Lesnar the opportunity to associate with and give that mic time or interact with people who he wouldn't normally interact with. And we're going to see more of that because with him being number 1 in the Royal Rumble, he's going to have that opportunity to interact with people could be from NXT, could be from SmackDown. You're going to see him interact with people that you would not normally see him feud with. So that was a great segment. That was the shining light of Monday Night Raw. The rest of Monday Night Raw, though.
Scott contact.
Oh, God.
The rest of Monday Night Raw, though, was the shits. One thing I want to point out. Did you guys see the ref botch?
I watched The Bachelor and the NCAA Championship.
Yeah, you were
game.
watching that. I want to say this was during halftime, though.
Good night.
But
Thank you, man. Glad you agree. Someone in this room does.
So, there was a great match on Raw. It was Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy.
Oh, I did see that match because
it was the third match. Yes.
Every time they're in the ring together, it's magic.
And it is magic. But as you see, like Raw is very repetitive. We have that match again. We have Andrade and Rey Mysterio again. We have the same Rusev Lashley freaking feud that's been going on for what seems like an eternity now. It's just keeps being repetitive. But in that match, it looked like it was the end. And Buddy Murphy's shoulders were down for what looked like a 3 count, but the referee didn't count 3. And I don't know if there was miscommunication, but the referee said no, his shoulder was up. Watch it back. His shoulders were down. He wasn't moving. It was a 3 count. But they had to improvise based on the referee, so they just went to the finish one more time, right? Anyway. Another thing.
What else are you supposed to do?
I mean, that's what you got to do at that point. It's live TV, right? Yeah. Just like this is a live podcast. So anyway, my next person, he would be on my shit list, but he made an apology this week, so he's all right. And that's Triple H, okay? So he's man enough to apologize for some remarks he made about Paige. All right, and it seemed like I don't know if it was like a business call or whatever he was at, but it seemed like the 97, 98. Degeneration X Triple H came out in this interview and he made an inappropriate remark about Paige. But let's not forget. I mean, come on. Do you think Triple H forgot that Paige used that NXT women's title as a cum plate? I mean, let's be honest. I know you've seen the pictures in the video. I mean, come on.
Call it cum flavor.
Anyway.
What does she do to cum flavor? It's like
you look it up. Just search it on the internet. You'll see what she did with that title, or what Brad Maddox, I guess, did to it. Anyway. So anyway, my shit list, and that's gonna be Justin Bieber. And you're like, Justin Bieber? Why is he on the shit list of wrestling? Well, earlier today,
hey, yummy,
John Cena issued a challenge to Justin Bieber. There's been some back and forth. I guess Bieber did a face plant on a unicycle or something. So there's something like that. So there's been all these memes, and he put out a meme, I guess, on his own Instagram where he's falling off this unicycle, but he changed it so it looks like he's like jumping off the top rope, and it's on to John Cena. So
of course it is.
Earlier today on some talk show, John Cena made a challenge to Justin Bieber based on that photo.
It's all work.
And he's like, I challenge you to WrestleMania. But let me tell you.
So Justin Bieber they admit that he has Lyme disease like 3 days ago. Then here comes John Cena. Never give up, kid. Fight me at WrestleMania.
Did he really admit to that? Because I didn't know that. Well, now I feel terrible with what I'm about to say then. But what I was going to say is if this yummy dummy, okay, if he accepts this match and he's part of WrestleMania, dude, I will cancel my WWE network, okay? But if what you're telling me is true, then I wish him the best in his recovery of that.
It's Lyme
but
disease. People have Lyme disease just get bit by a tick.
It's like a normal thing, right?
All right. Well, I just don't want to see him.
It's as common as herpes these days,
Don't want to see him at WrestleMania.
Treat him the same crowd.
All right. Anyway, so what's lit? Let's talk about our boy doing the thumb pose with me. Rob Van Dam, all right, Mr. RVD, right?
Who needs two belts when you got two bitches?
He is living his best life right now, okay? He's got his girlfriend, right? What's her name? Katie Forbes, right? Have you guys ever seen her in person in live?
No, I haven't.
Impact.
Well, you've seen her on TV.
You're saying in the flesh, like you.
Oh, dude, like,
how does she smell?
I was at WrestleCon earlier this year, and I saw her, and I was like, God damn, when I saw that ass. All right.
God damn.
So
yeah, she's got to be donk.
RVD's living his best life. That's his girl. But what's the even better part? Is his girl has a girl. So this guy's over here with two honeys, okay? But apparently this week on Impact, they did a sex scene. And it was so over the top that they've now been banned. Impact Wrestling is banned from airing on Twitch streaming.
Fuck Twitch TV.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that RVD and Val Venus switched gimmicks. Like, I didn't know that happened. But anyway.
I mean,
he's living his best life, man. We fully support Rob Van Dam, his two girlfriends.
We do. And if he wants, he can start his own streaming service, and he can name, like, the first episode, The Whole, that's HOLE, The Whole fucking show. Anyway, so back to the shits, okay? And I'm going to leave it to, speaking of Impact, right? So this person, Tessa Blanchard, she is the brand new Impact Wrestling champion, right? I'm not taking that away from her, but some things came to light this past week. A lot of things. But what I'm going to bring up is the fact that if you have $100, this came to light, if you have $100, Tessa Blanchard will take that $100 from you, and she will record an audio of herself taking a shit. So I never knew that this segment
what is going on right now
of lit and shits that I'd be talking about actual shits in this column. It was only supposed to be like a word of phrase. It wasn't. We weren't really going to be talking about this, but a lot of things came to light about Tessa Blanchard, and she will, for $100, will record herself taking a dump, an audio version, by the way. Sorry.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. It's weird, right?
Does it come with like a selfie? I love her on the toilet.
You wave
like $100 isn't a lot of money.
You wave $100 bill at her, that bitch will chug some Miralax, and she will be ready to fucking record for you.
Wow, that is some extreme shit, bro.
Yeah, extreme shit, literally. And this has been No Selling with a Scott.
Yeah, it's the hippie, Dickie Moon, man. It's time to sit back, relax, and chill. You're tuned into the 2B Blunt podcast with Frank Knox and Peasy. Peace.
So that was quite an interesting segment, Scott. Thank you.
The second week in a row, he literally talked about shit.
I know. Last week it was Evar taking a dump in his tights, and now like Tessa Blanchard will record for you.
Listen, I just want to know. We got past all that shit, literally. What I want to know now is what's the next thing we're gonna try.
Let's go with the pie filling empanadas.
Pie filling empanadas. Okay.
Yeah, it's,
we're gonna switch it up.
It's kind of like I don't know, like.
I feel like I gotta try something else. I mean,
what's pie? What is it? Just like
it's like
regular
various,
pie?
it's just like I'm trying to get like I'm stoned. Okay, so.
Oh, it's all good.
This I'm trying to think of like like those dollar pies you used to get at the store. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that, but this one's like with strawberries. It's like the same flavor like type thing. So, but it's gonna be with strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries. It's fucking fire.
It's a berry mania.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, it's gonna be great.
Is this gonna be bad for me to work the board after eating this? Am I gonna end up with sticky fingers?
The first one was really good.
Right, a little bit.
I'll keep it over here, and it won't go to waste. I'll tell you that.
You guys got your whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I know exactly what he's talking about. The dollar pies that come in the
like
shape of a pie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like the little drakes.
Yeah.
Like those? Okay.
They're coming in a circle?
Like the Hostess or Drakes, I think I want to say. I don't know.
It's like the same flavor.
Wow.
That's right. Damn. So now we got the empanadas in house. Shit's going down. I got my man, Chef Goof, right here, live in studio.
That's it.
All the way from Philly.
We're here in Connecticut today. I'm from Connecticut.
That's right. So we're gonna get to know the chef here who's made all these delicious foods that we've tried so far.
It's been good. The empanadas were fire.
Dude, a beef empanada was the
This
super
pie
fire.
is fire, bro.
I can't wait to try the pie.
It's delicious.
I can't wait to try the pie.
I don't want to eat anymore, but you guys have to.
Great.
Wow, that's a bad
Dude,
sign.
I've been eating all fucking day, dude. This shit's just like, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. We were at my house, dude, and like, we were just like pacing around. I'm like, all right, do we leave now or do we not leave now? What do we do? All right, let's go. Then we get fucking pulled over. Whatever. Buffalo wings are next.
Damn, bro.
Let's get them. Yeah, can we get them a couple buffalo wings on a plate?
I'm down to try a wing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I was able to refresh my palate from the sweetness of the pie.
Yeah, maybe take a sip of water or something.
The only thing I got over here is beer and lean.
I got a
Lean,
little
THC lean.
Beer and lean right now is all we got available for chasers right now.
Your coffee's empty?
No, that's actually a
There
good
you
point.
go. That's the best thing to recharge is a coffee.
I need
Wow,
a
this
recharge.
looks fire.
Oh my god, look at this.
So I must ask, you put the weed in the sauce? Or?
Yeah, it's in the sauce. I made a THC buffalo sauce. And then I fry the wing and then just toss in
A THC buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
This is really good.
It's a good fucking buffalo
It's
sauce.
a solid buffalo
Yeah.
sauce.
I'm like the buffalo sauce god.
Did
It's
you-
like, yo, I will fuck anybody else's buffalo sauce up. Like, I live by that shit.
Wow.
It's good.
I'm so
You're gonna
jealous
like
of
it.
Wow.
you guys while I just
Sauce
watch you
boss.
That's really good.
Sauce
I know.
boss.
So poor Scott can't even eat none of this shit. We're grubbing in front of him, and he won't even like.
Dude, because it's like it's like just a plain old good. Like, you know, like
So
it tastes like it's not like one of those things that like just tastes like a bunch of weed.
That sauce is good. It starts off with a little sweetness.
Oh, I hate
Then all of a sudden, it's just got this like kick at the end. It's like, just what you want. It's delicious.
Yeah.
What's that I hear over there? There's a virgin wing available? Is that what I just heard?
No way, Jose.
No?
No way, Jose.
Maybe?
Oh, yeah,
this one? Oh, okay.
They brought half a tray of virgin
No,
wings.
I didn't bring any virgin wings. There's buffalo sauce on all those motherfuckers. I know that shit for sure.
No,
Do
there's
not
definitely-
eat a wing if you do not want to get high. Fuck that.
Sorry, Scott.
Wow, you fucked this whole gimmick up right there.
He got real excited.
He's really stoned. It's okay.
Yeah.
I am.
Listen. Let's not get off hand here, bro. You've been in the game for a while. All right. You've been a chef for what? 16 years. You were telling me.
Oh, I fucked that up.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, so I've been a chef for about 16 years. From Wallingford, Connecticut. So I worked in a bunch of restaurants over there.
How'd you get into the chef game? Is that something you always wanted to do?
Dude, it was just a job at first. I was just like a kid, you know what I mean? You just started picking up a dishwasher job, just trying to fucking, I don't know, buy some weed. buy some beer.
Yeah, right. So you were working just to get paychecks. Yeah.
And then I don't know. I had an opportunity to become the head chef at a restaurant in Wallingford. It's called Knuckleheads.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
I love Knuckleheads.
Me too.
Only place I've ever had pig wings.
Yeah. Okay. So I was like the dude that linked up with the owner that like created all that crazy shit, all that menu and all that stuff for like 5 or 6 years. So, like, it was up till then that I did that with him. We built the place. It was a little 12-table restaurant. It's a big bar. You know, he put all those taps, all those stuff. Shout out to Knuckleheads, Anthony Morgillo. That's my boy still. Like, he's what made me be like, this is what I want to fucking do for the rest of my fucking life.
I like that 100%. Shit. I like that place.
Yeah, it's good. It's solid. So you started making, like, the sauces at the bars when you started getting into, like,
it was kind of like he would come up with some crazy shit, and then he would just, like, give us the freedom to kind of just, like, experiment, and he, like, didn't bitch about it. He's like, as long as you can fucking sell it, let's get it, you know,
Did you ever not tell him that you were putting weed in any of the sauces?
No, that would be more like an at-home thing, or, like, late night when the restaurant was closed thing, you know, but not.
So you end up working at a restaurant, and then you get made head chef.
Yeah. It was kind of like right off the bat, we both didn't know what we were doing as like him being a restaurant owner and me being a chef.
Right.
And it just like, it came to step by step, built a team and whatnot.
And you guys built quite the empire there.
Yeah, we did our thing for a while, you know, winning barbecue competitions and stuff like that. And, you know, they're still killing it. Those kids, they're still Quaid. I hired him. He was my sous chef for a while. He's the man. He's still doing it out there.
Same guy still there?
Quaid, he's the head chef now, yeah. And he's still there doing his thing, and he's running a tight crew still, just like I did. And I guess they're still putting out good products because they're not closed, you know? So
Right.
Right.
So you're running that gimmick for a while, and then why did you leave Knuckleheads?
It was just one of those things that it was just time to kind of like grow and expand my wings and start learning from, other chefs and other restaurants and other cuisines.
And where did you go from there?
I kind of just like bounced around a couple places in like New Haven and stuff like that, and like tried it. I was like, oh well, maybe I don't need to really work that hard. I could just like make pizzas or something.
There's a lot of good places to work in New Haven.
Tons of good restaurants.
You know, but then I was like, all right, it's time to get serious, and I started working. I got offered a position at Tap and Vine, and I was working under a chef there. He was a kid that I actually grew up with. And he moved here from like Mexico, didn't know any fucking English, and now he's like a head chef of a restaurant, do perfect English, was running shit really good, and it was nice to kind of just learn under him some like newer things other than just flipping burgers and shit like that, you know. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a good experience.
So you working in Connecticut for a while. You weren't obviously at the point making infused foods.
No, that was more like at home, you know, snowstorm. Let's see what we can do in a crock pot.
That's always the best time. That's the best way to try.
You know, hope the dog doesn't eat your bowl when you're passed out or something.
Oh, God, I know. It's always a danger when you leave
my
anything
poor dog
out.
had to go through a lot of fucking shit with us eating edibles. Poor dog.
Jesus Christ. Oh, boy.
Long-lived Cheech. Long-lived Cheech.
This guy had a test lab, you know?
Poor fucking dog.
Test animals.
Oh, man.
So from there, you ended up in California, right?
Yeah, so I was just, it came to a situation, I was working at this Italian restaurant in Wallingford, which was great, but I just got kind of tired of the whole, like, being small town type shit, and I just decided to quit my job and just go out there. I had, like, $200 in my pocket, was going to stay with my sister, and I was like, I landed, and it was just one of those things, it's like, whoa, you're in L.A., and we're driving in the car, and she's like, well, what the fuck are you going to do? I'm like, I was like, I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead yet. I was like, I guess I'll just get a job working in a kitchen somewhere. And she's like, well, out here, you got to be like professional and like get a resume and shit like that. And I'm like, nah, you fucking don't need to do that. Well, she was right. It was like a totally different beast than what I was used to. Like, I wasn't ready. Like, I wasn't ready professionally as a chef yet. I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
And, it was crazy because so I started working at like a pizza joint.
See, you're catching. I must be rubbing off on you over there.
Yeah, so I was working at a pizza place, and it was just, it was weird. It was like right down in downtown LA, like near fucking Skid Row and shit like that. You were just like, oh, this sucks.
The pizza out there fucking sucks.
It was horrible.
So you're working at a fucking.
I was just like, you guys are jokes. This place is a joke. So I did the right thing. I got a resume. together, and I started applying at places. I'm like, culinaryagents.com, Indeed, just other websites like that. Until finally I got an opportunity to work at this place called New House, which was this like crazy ass, like office sharing space for like Hollywood executives, like producers, models,
really
actors. Yeah, so like it was this huge. It was the old CBS studio, so we did like weddings and stuff like that. Like, and we had a rooftop movie theater. Like
what?
Like if the Emmys, like their post party was at our spot and we catered it.
Oh wow!
So it was like fucking crazy. HBO, like Mazda. I remember like them picking up a car with like a crane to put it on top of a roof for like for a party of just like 400 people, which is like some people were like that's a lot, but we were used to doing like 1,000, 1,100 people. Like
you guys would cook on site at the place.
Yeah, so there we had the restaurant that was a la carte. And we had we had the events, and we also did a rooftop movie theater that was a la carte and stuff like that. So it was a big kitchen, and that's where like it kind of transformed from being a cook to a chef. Like where I started to like learn more from the people, my coworkers. They were all from different countries, so they would just like teach you their cuisine during family meal, and it was kind of like it was an interesting experience. Like, and that's kind of where the Goof Drop was born because we just like to get high. And I was like, hey guys, I know how to like
Well, you're in California, so I mean.
Yeah, well, I was, but trust me, that was fucking the weed out, man. Fuck, love that place. I love California.
I do too. My brother lives out there.
Oh, dude, I love going out there. I'm actually going to be out there in March. We got a booth at Kushstock. We're going to be selling empanadas.
You're going to be at Kushstock.
Yeah, I got a booth. I'm going to be a food vendor. Yeah, Kushstock 9 to be exact. Yeah, dude, it's like 10,000 people for
Where
one
in California
day.
are they doing Kushstock?
Dude, at Adelanto in the middle of the fucking desert. Dude.
What?
It's so trippy, dude. You're just like literally a baseball stadium in the middle of the desert. You're just like, yo, this is some creepy shit. Like at night, it's like tumbleweeds. It's dark. It's not. I don't know. It's cool.
The desert. Yeah, California's got a lot of desert. I love the desert in California. It's a good part of it.
It's good temperature and shit like that.
So you're in California. How long were you there for?
I was there for about a year. Yeah, we'll say about a year and a half maybe.
So then from California, you somehow then migrated to fucking Philly.
Dude, I found
Well, how do you go from California to fucking Philly?
I fucking was like, yo,
Even Will Smith went the opposite way.
I know, dude. Yo, he's my boy. I love him. No, he's not my boy. I don't know him at all.
Yeah, Will Smith's my boy, man. I love Will Smith, man.
I was watching Fresh Prince.
I love me some Will Smith. Bad Boys for Life, baby.
Yo, dude,
this weekend, today.
Today?
Is it today?
Today, tomorrow?
It's today. No,
Is it
Thursday.
today? It's the 17th.
Yeah.
Right? When's is today 17th?
Today is the 16th.
No, today Bad Boys for Life came out. For sure. But yeah.
It's probably
That's
tomorrow, but some
shit.
theaters, they do it a little earlier.
Listen, man, they always do
I'm going to
Thursday
fucking
releases.
see that shit, dude. That dude, Martin Lawrence reminds me of my father so much, dude. Like, same exact dude to the T. It's like, yeah, fuck that.
Well, how the fuck did you end up in Philly, though?
Oh, dude, I moved there for a chick. And yeah, so like, you were like, all right, cool, let's do this. So you land in Philly and you're just like, so used to California and weed and like, starting to grow a business.
Totally different.
The Goof Drop was like coming up out there and everything. You know, I was starting to do little events out in the West Coast. So I was getting used to doing that where like it was just like they were big but they were small sessions. And I was just the food guy. You know what I mean? I was infusing things. I was doing empanadas, the buffalo wings, shit like that. I was starting to catch a little name. But I was like, whatever. It's about to be like a downtime. There's no festivals anyways. So like the festivals are in the summer and shit like that. The big weed ones. I was like, I'll just fucking go to Philly, get my money up, and then just come back out here and do it during the summer. You know what I mean? Like, but in Philly, it's not like that at all.
So what did you end up doing in Philly? How long were you down there for?
I've been in Philly for a year. I'm still there now. Yeah. So
how's that going for you?
It's good so far, man. It's like it's cool. Like I got me and that individual, we didn't work out, so I ended up.
That was gonna be my first question for you.
Yeah, right. Nah, she, we're still good friends and everything like that. But yeah, we didn't work out, so I started. What ended up happening was when we broke up, I came to Connecticut, and I was with my boy Tommy Guns over there, and we were chilling. He's just like, "Yo, fuck it, dude. Just do the Goof Drop." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, I had a pound of weed at the house. I was like, what do I do with that pound of weed? It was really shitty weed. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't like anything like super good.
I always say if you got shitty weed, the best thing to do with it is to
make it edible.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I just was like, all right, I'm gonna go back. He lent me like $20 to buy the packaging. And I was like, I had a couple bucks to go home and get like the fucking stickers and shit like that and butter and stuff. And I was just like, So I went back to Philly, and I was like, all right, you're going to do this. You're going to build this business. You're going to get your own place. You're going to do it here in Philly, and then start expanding. You got to start where you're at.
But weed's not legal out there, right?
No, it's medical and shit, and it's like the scene is like it's starting to happen now. There's starting to be events and stuff like that. I'm getting booked up left and right. Like the past 2 weeks has been crazy. Like
I saw it like the other weekend. Dude,
I got another one this week, and then one a week after. All right, so the next one this week is actually. It's dope. It's I'm gonna be the private chef for a ladies' night. It's gonna be like chicks doing chick shit. Like, and I'm the only male that they're. I'm like, dude, what? Yes, of course I will do that for you. What? Awesome. Yes. What do you guys want? Some salad?
That's right. So you're trying to do more of these like private parties and shit.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to be like a personal chef. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be like, where you're getting a 4-course meal or you're doing a catering.
Infused or not though, right?
I could do both. I mean, if you really want something that's not, I got you. Yeah. I'm always gonna do something where it's like I balance it out. If it was infused, you know what I mean? You'll have THC and CBD, also like dishes in like a 4-course meal and stuff like that. So, let me get you guys. Yeah, can you guys give me the popcorn? Let's get them. I want you guys to try the popcorn. I've been eating that shit.
The popcorn. It's time for a movie. It's time to watch Bad Boys for Life, baby.
Bring all the treats over here.
Popcorn, bro.
Yeah. So I got some goldfish, some popcorn. Oh no, these are jalapeno cheddar. Oh shit! All right.
Oh my god.
All right, here, put some on your plate. This is like the smart food popcorn right here.
Popcorn me up, yo.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Here, let's get. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, cool. Good. It's good shit.
Better save some for my wife, yo. She'll go nuts.
She's gonna. I have some leftovers of shit. You guys are gonna be able to take. Just keep. I don't fucking want them. I don't want to get any more high.
Holy shit, bro. Bro, those popcorns are straight potent.
Yeah, they're potent. Yeah, I know because I was supposed to.
He's a cheesy man.
I was supposed to do a lot of shit the other night, and I ate those too much.
What?
You want to combine my popcorn and give it to your wife? You said you don't want to eat it because she.
No, I still got shit to do here.
We got more shit you guys are gonna try, too. It's like you don't.
Yeah, I don't have to eat it all.
Like. At some point, somebody's gonna be stoned. I'm stoned.
I am already there, and I gotta run the show. God damn it!
But I'm down to try a little bit of
Yeah, so we'll go with these jalapeno cheddar. Here, jalapeno cheddar Cheetos.
Holy shit, bro!
I love these. I love Cheetos.
Yeah.
What is going on? Look at the Scott. Scott's like.
This is funny shit. All right, so I go back to Philly. I start making cereal bars. I make like 130 cereal bars.
The Cheetos are great. Love them.
I'm like, yo, man, like, I need to fucking get money. I need to get my own place. And I was like, all right, let me fucking do that. So I start hustling like cereal bars. I talked to my buddy Dougie. I asked him, I'm like, yo, man, you went through a breakup and then you quit your job and started your business. I see how successful this kid is now, dude. This kid is fucking, dude, he made like 6 figures last year. Like, he's doing his thing. And he's like, to me, he's like a marketing guru. He's like, bro, start a Facebook group, private Facebook group, just add people. And I was like, what do you mean, dude? I was like, just that fucking simple. He's like, yeah. He started giving me like instructions on like, trying to interact with people and use like the Facebook algorithm, and all that good shit, technology shit, which I don't know. I don't know any of it at all. I just scroll on my phone all day just to invite people or people invite people.
Right.
And now it's like, it's like 530 people or something like that. So I started doing that with the cereal bars, just taking a few pictures and just like handing out people that were in the group. And, they were just like showing me some support and some love. They were just like placing orders left and right. Like I was like, before I knew it, I had to take a trip like back to Connecticut with like 150 edibles or 200 edibles. I was like,
wow.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I gotta fucking I gotta pay rent now. I got shit to do. I'm not splitting it with nobody no more. Like I'm all by myself in this fucking city.
So now you're making trips back and forth. You're doing shows. Your fan base has grown tremendously.
Yep, it's grown between Philadelphia. We could say Philadelphia. I have a friend in Alaska that copped off of me. I got Houston, Texas, Virginia, a big Tennessee fan base so far. North Carolina.
Peasy loves Tennessee.
Tennessee.
That's right, baby.
Maine, California, Vermont, you name it. Actually, shout out to the UK and shout out to Portugal. Just had two customers from there.
Wow.
As of recently, I was like, what? They found me on
branching
Instagram.
out, yo.
I was like, what? I was like, if this was really real, this is cool. But if I don't know what, it was an Instagram
This
thing,
guy's going overseas, bro.
I was like, fuck it, let's try it. Let's go.
He's expanding.
Listen, I knew what time it was, okay? Like,
it's a good thing we can only see the back of his head.
Yeah, right? Don't show him the logo. Wait, oh, God damn it.
True. I think it might be too late for that. It's already been on the social media.
Listen, so it turned into from like being something like that where I'm just trying to sell to make money.
What do you put on
here?
plates
All
now?
All right, so I have a flaming hot Cheeto. I won't put too many there.
Oh, these are flaming hot. These things look wet.
Yeah, well, what it is, it's like they've been like room temperature. Like the oil kind of starts to come out of them a little bit, but they're good.
Oh my god! Look at this plate. Look at this fucking plate, bro.
Like a
Plate of snacks.
I gotta snap this for the social media because this is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Got a plate full of snacks. We got the, Cheetos. We got the popcorn.
I ain't fucking high.
I'm high as fuck.
This is a beautiful looking stoner plate right there.
Chicken wing was on point. The empanada was on point.
Scott's
We got
eating everything.
fucking Scott's the guy.
Scott's the guy.
Scott's the guy, eh?
That's the guy you want to see.
Get up, Scott.
So you got cereal bars over here.
I do. We'll wait a minute. We'll wait a minute. This is where
Bro,
it all started.
bro,
These
this
little
is-
guys right here. I don't have the logos on them, but this is it. This is where it all started.
What type of
bars.
cereal is that?
This one is a Fruity,
Fruity
Pebbles,
Pebbles.
and then this is a Fruit Loop.
Wow, speaking of cereal, I got 5 favorite cereals. I know for
Bro,
that.
like,
I'm eating today.
I meant to freaking bring you one. I should have brought you one that was like a chocolate one. I think I have an Oreo at home or something. The Oreo
Oreos.
Oreos.
This
So
is
you
a
started
right
this
now.
with cereal bars?
Yeah.
Like, that was the first.
That was the first thing. It was the easiest, dude. It was the easiest, and I had a pound of weed, and it was like it turned into where I was like, all right, well now what do I got to do next? I was like, you got to make new shit. You got to make a new menu and shit. So it's like, use social media in your favor at that point, and just start posting things on all social media aspects, hitting up people, trying, talking to returning customers, offering my services wherever I can, and if I have to, I'll go there. And I'll do it.
But you'll make anything with weed?
I will make anything you fucking want with weed.
So if
And
I'm
I'll do
like,
that.
I want some, veal parmesan with some pork meatballs.
Yes.
You're going to make
dude.
that with weed.
If
Yeah.
I want pistachio ice cream,
Yeah, actually, I've been working on ice cream in my house. I've been working on like vegan ice cream too. Listen, all this shit, not what you guys just ate, but these cereal bars, actually the Cheetos, and actually the popcorn. Actually, yeah, it's like vegan technically. Well, not vegan. It's it's like there's no dairy in it because I don't use even for like my butter. I use a plant-based butter. And that's where I make the cereal bars with and the popcorn with. So it's just like, somebody, like, I did that because my homegirl has a freaking lactose allergy. And so it's just like, I don't want her shitting. It's my homie.
That's a good point. You would have
She'll be on the Scott
Yeah,
shit
I
list.
have to be on the shit
and
list.
she wants to get high. I got to get her high. I got to get the baby girl high, So it's like, make it with plant-based butter. So I do that with everything now. Coconut oil, olive oil, you name it.
It stays better, It's
Yeah,
the shelf life has to be better because there's no dairy. If there's, it's probably better off for the product anyways.
Yeah. It's easier to work with.
Damn, yo. Well, I'm fucking lit right now.
Lit.
I'm fucking lit.
That's how it is, 2020, this is what we're doing.
This is what happens.
This is what happens.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I guess we'll get into the parody for this week. I wasn't going to do it, but I think I might do it.
If you got it, do it.
We still got to eat cereal bars,
Just look at here, bro. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, it's about to be more lit.
is the Lord above all. Your LCW World Champion and the Sole CZW World Tag Team Champion. And you're tuned into another episode of To Be Blunt with PZ.
That's right. You're such an asshole, bro.
I'm somehow gonna make a TikTok of this. Yeah? Everyone just pop up and
We can make mad TikToks of that shit.
yeah, we're gonna have to pull it. We're gonna have to pull it and make That's Right TikToks.
Go to TikToks in a sec.
Just point at everything throughout life, you know?
Yeah, you're right. That's right. It's going around.
Pulling up at Taco Bell.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's my gimmick, bro. That's my gimmick. Don't hate.
You're saying that's right at the drive-thru menu?
Why not? I said that's right to anything. It's appropriate for any situation.
Any situation.
Absolutely.
Big, large.
That's right.
Small, monumental.
That's right. See?
Epic, you know?
That's right. That's right. That's right. There can be many different ways to say it.
That's what Paige
But in the
probably
end,
said when she used that belt as a complaint. That's right. Yeah.
Fucking complaint, dude.
see you guys in the complaint, yo.
So you get it.
Frank, do you want to do your top 5, bro? Your cereal bar?
I've been since I've been thinking about these edibles all week. I've been eating cereal, thinking about how much I love cereal when I'm high, and I'm probably gonna be eating cereal when I'm for dinner tonight. So.
Why don't you let him know that?
Stoned.
Frank Knox top 5. 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 Frank Knox top 5.
I don't know what's going on here, but we're back. Frank Knox top 5 cereals when you're stoned.
Yeah, let's hear it. Your Frank Knox top 5 cereals, number 5.
Yabba dabba doo! It's none other than the Fruity Pebbles, baby!
Number 4.
You know I'm a sucker for peanut butter and those Reese's Puffs!
Oh God, no Puffs.
Number 3.
I don't know, it's a little controversial. Some people may hate it, but I'm a fan of a good old-fashioned corn pop.
The corn pops.
Gotta have my pops. All right, number 2.
Cookie Crisp!
And your Frank Knox number 1 cereal is
CTC, baby. Cinnamon Toast Crunch!
Oh, the cinnamon toast.
The milk after the Cinnamon Toast Crunch brings it to another level, baby. You ever have Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I'm sure you have.
Of course I have.
After you've
It's
done with all
definitely, it's my number 1. It's my number 1.
the milk, right? How good's the milk?
The milk at the end's the best.
like when you finish the cereal, if there's still milk, you're not done. Because that extra cinnamon in that milk,
That's the best part, dude.
Best part, man.
It's the same thing with like a chocolate cereal. You get the chocolate milk at the end. You're just like, fuck yeah. Fucking high.
That's also true. I think I'm in the same boat you are.
That's right.
did you hear about this new cereal that's coming out soon, though? The All Together?
You mentioned this already on this podcast.
That's right, Scott. Pay attention.
Well, never mind.
RPC has.
That's right. We're going to go into the new parody. It's been a few weeks since we've heard of parody. You already know, the Dankovic.
Yep, Dankovic in the building.
I find the hottest pop songs, you can, whatever kind of songs, and I make them into weed songs.
Weed.
Hell yeah.
That's what we
That's
do.
fucking awesome.
I know, right? It's great.
It's Weed Sal Dankovic.
That's right. Every song you've heard play on this podcast so far has been me. So,
Oh, that's dope.
yeah.
What? That's
Yeah.
lit.
Every song.
Every
Some
single.
of these shits have been hot.
I know, yo. You don't know about Peasy? You'll find out.
I've learned today.
Yeah, that's right. You gonna learn today.
The jack of all
This
gimmicks.
isn't exactly Peasy. I found this great song. I'm listening. I'm in the car with my wife. I love that woman. I was sitting in the car, and she got the song that comes on. She likes to listen to the pop stations, you know. And it's fucking this Shawn Mendes guy.
It is the Pebbles.
That's a favorite.
Damn, everyone's stuttering now.
Stuttering.
Stuttering Stanley. Stuttering Stanley.
Wow, it's
You
great.
know that song, Senorita?
Oh, I love that song.
You like that song? Scott, you heard the song,
With Shawn
Senorita?
Mendes, bro?
Yeah, Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, no, I've heard it.
Heard the song. So I hear this song, bro.
Thanks,
And I'm like, I have to turn this into a weed track. They're talking about senoritas, you know? Love it when you call me senorita. I'm thinking to myself, I love it when you smoking sativa.
First thing in the mornings.
That's right. So,
No
and we
wonder
smoke
why
sativa right here in the
why you light
outside.
it off with a sativa straight.
That's right on the sativa. So right here, exclusive 2B1 podcast, Peasy and the Missus.
Frankie.
Mr. and Mrs. Dankovich.
It's sativa.
Mr. Sun came up and he smiled at me. Said it's gonna be a good one, just wait and see. It's the best day ever. It's the best day ever. It's the best.
2B Blood Podcast. Another hit in the books. Smoking sativa. What'd you think, Frank?
It was my favorite one today. It was great. It was awesome.
Favorite one to date?
I think
There's been
so.
a lot of good ones.
I don't know.
It was really good. It sounded like a real fucking song. Yeah.
It featured more of Mrs. Dankovich than normal, so I enjoyed it.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. There's been a few good ones. I like it.
You know,
I don't know if I can pick a favorite yet.
So far, my front runner is
Sativa.
They're all on like YouTube and shit. Like I can find.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the links.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is really funny.
That's great.
That's awesome.
2B Blood Podcast. Chef Goof, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me in Connecticut. I love you. You'll always be home. But
Right. If you can find him on Facebook, Instagram,
all that good shit.
at Goof Drop. You already know.
Yeah, man.
Follow us on
so
Facebook.
much.
Yes, thank you.
Dude,
Thank you, man.
The edibles are really good.
I'm about to snack heavy when we get done here. I got to stop, bro. If I do it during the show, I'm fucked.
I
gotta do this.
I did it during the show. I ate all my snacks, my wings, my empanada. I'm still snacking. I drank my whole cup of lean. I'm fucked up now.
I'm gonna go home and go to bed.
Even the Scott got put it down.
Yeah, I mean, got smoky in here. We got lit.
I need those empanadas with or without weed. Those empanadas.
We're fired.
I kill it.
Dude, I beef and cheese shit. I swear to God, we're not gonna eat a whole plate of them things.
I'll come back and cook for you guys. You guys want to do like an infused dinner or something one time, dude?
Dude, we gotta do it.
Do it. We'll do it up.
It's like Franklin Avenue, Columbia.
We should sell tickets and do an infused dinner.
We should, dude. I'll do we'll do like a 4-course dinner. Dude, we got that shit.
That'd be sick, bro. And we'll do it on the podcast. We'll take everything upstairs and get the dining room table back set up.
Dude, we'll have like a red carpet and shit, dude, where people have to like take pictures. Like, we'll do all the waitresses walking around giving around joints and shit. Like,
that's
right. I know what time it is.
I know what time it is too. It's time for all you to subscribe, review, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at 2B Blunt Podcast with the number 2. 2BBluntPodcast.com. I'm your host, Peasy, Frank Knox, the Scott Chef Goof. Yes. We'll see you next week. Same weed time, same weed channel.